Welcome to my new segment, Bathtub with Babs, where every day is a spa day in paradise in South Florida real estate. Today, we've got your monthly market report. So let's see what we've got. You've probably heard the market, of course, is very busy with low inventory, and we're going to talk about Boca Raton and Delray Beach. I'm going to start with single family homes. So for the month of June, now that we've got our numbers in, we had a total of 476 homes for sale, and closed were 450, which is kind of crazy. Now I'm only looking from the $0 to $3 million segment. Above that, the numbers change a little bit, but not a whole lot. So since we closed so few, you can imagine what our inventory looks like. Now, the average price per square foot, we've been steadily trending up. In June, it was $318 per square foot. Again, that's a steady trend, a bit of a little bit bigger jump than usual with that $318. Then we've got average days on market continuing to steadily drop. We're now down to 34 days average on market, and list to sales price ratio is 97%. But that being said, a home that's priced correctly and shown correctly on the market, it's going to go for 100% or more, and it's going to go in a lot less than 34 days if you've got great strategy. So, sold versus for sale prices. Our average for sale price in June was $1,153,000. The average sold price was $867,000, and that is definitely a continued trend up, and we started trending more sharply starting in February of 2021. Now, months on inventory, that's what gets really interesting. As you can see, not much for sale, whole lot closed. We have less than 1 month of inventory. That means we're into a deep seller's market. What's interesting though, is I looked at for the last year to date, about 73 homes, actually properties in Palm Beach County, through all of our MLS, which includes Broward and Miami, about 74,000 homes sold. But did you know of that, 11,000 of those homes failed to sell and they expired, and about 11,000 also canceled with sellers who just gave up. So that's something to keep in mind. Even in a hot market, you still have to be strategic. So now we're going to look at the Boca Raton and Delray Beach condo, villa, and townhouse total market up to $3 million. So in June, we had 735 for sale, 684 sold. So of course, very brisk. Now you may have heard that sales are declining, but it's also because inventory is so low. Like for example, that 735 homes for sale versus June the previous year when we had 2,275 homes for sale. And just to go back to our single family homes, we had 476 homes for sales. Previous June, we had 1,278, so you can see how low we are. So back to our condos in Boca and Delray. The average price per square foot was $113,000, which seems to be holding steady since March, except in May, we jumped up to $148, then dropped back down. Now there's enough sales in there. I'm not quite sure what skewed that, unless we just happen to sell a bunch more expensive condos last month. Average days on market, 60 days. Sale price to original list price is 96%. Now again, that being said, overpriced, it's going to sell for less than 96%. Priced just right and looking good, it's probably going to sell for over list price. Then, a little interesting here, for sale versus sold. Prices steadily trending up. Average price was $435,000 listed for sale. Closed was at $330, down from the $401 in May. So we're seeing a little bit more of a squiggly with sales actually sold, but the sales prices are still going up. And we have noticed that sellers are getting a bit ahead of things. So right now in that condo market, townhouse villas up to $3 million, we have 1.1 months of supply. So again, very strong seller's market, but remember, a lot of things don't close at all because they weren't positioned strategically. So no matter what the market is doing, it's still important to place your home and the right place on the market. For buyers, what does this mean? Well, competition still tends to be very, very fierce. Multiple offers, very important that you're strategically making your offers so you can come out on top and win that home of your dreams. So I thank you for joining me for this month's market report. Next month, I'll be back to report on July's numbers. I hope you are having a wonderful summer so far, and you'll see me soon from the bathtub. Take care.